Many thanks for staying with us on the conversation this morning, and we have an interesting package here on this segment this morning, because today's topic moves beyond just talking, just a discussion. It's more about storytelling and people sharing real impact about young people, about young boys, and of course real transformation. We're joined here by the founder of Tech Up Boys and Men, Mercy George Bafe, a change driver committed to equipping young boys with digital skills, mentorship, and ethical direction in an evolving tech world. You're welcome, Mercy. I also have with me Malik Damilari Shumade and Yusuf Idris. They are beneficiaries of the Tech Up Boys. You're welcome. Malik, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mercy, well done. It's nice to have you on our program this morning. You've been here, you've talked about, what you've been doing, and we have now the beneficiaries, to confirm all what you've been coming to talk about. Now tell me, what does it feel like, having, these boys, now giving you or giving people what they really, really want to say?
I'll speak as a mother that gives birth and you see your child graduate, you know that joy, that you did well, and you celebrate. I think that's how I feel, especially with the story of Damilare. His story is quite impactful, and it just shows that even with the opportunity, if you don't put in the effort and go the extra mile, you might not achieve the success that is awaiting you. So Tech Up Boys initiative, I'm grateful. First, can I just appreciate your GM? I really want to appreciate her and appreciate your team, because every time I tell her this is something we're doing and she's always supportive, I sincerely, I'm grateful, and to your team and to the governor of Lagos State for even letting the commissioner endorse this project is something that is big for us, and to the TPGS of District 1 approving it. The data that we have, initially the concept of Tech Up Boys was just train 250 boys. But when we now went on ground, and we've so far visited 39 schools in Agege, Fakojaye, Alimosho zone. And Alimosho, is the heart of Lagos. It's the biggest. I was like doing 50 kilometers every day to each of the schools. It took a toll on me mentally and exhausted me out. But for me, this is the reward, this is the joy. When we started, we went to their school, we first disrupted the way they are thinking, letting them recognize that crime, it's not the ultimate. Yahoo lifestyle or 419 is not the ultimate. You have potential. I like what the TPGS said yesterday. He said, it's like, can anything good come out of Nazareth, the story of Jesus? She was telling them that their school is notoriety for the negative, but look at the light that is shining from the school, from boys like the same people that are disruptive. Going to the school, first I call them kings, and they will say that is who I am, because I want them to understand that is who they are, not what the world labels them, not what their community have labeled them, but who they are. Then we now finish talking about that. We now start training them for 5 weeks. They were online, and we trained them on emotional intelligence, trained them on social media, digital footprint, introduction to Excel, introduction to data, LinkedIn optimization, and when they now got to PSSDC, which I'm so grateful to the DG of PSSDC as well for collaborating with us and giving us the facility. If I had to pay, it would have been in millions, but because of that, we're not having to do that. When they got there, they learned about bookkeeping and financial mapping.
Sorry, Mercy. Before I come to the boys, for those who are just joining us, who are a bit clueless about, what the Tech Up Boys initiative is all about, can you quickly take us through it?
So Tech Up Boys is an initiative of Lento Foundation, and our goal is, we realize there's a gap. We have empowered the boy. It was Barack Obama that said that empowering the boy child is an urgent need for today, that we have created a problem for ourselves. Yes, we need to empower the girls, but we have left the boy behind, and as a result they turn to social vices, cultism, and all these ills of the society. So our goal is to change that narrative, show that it is possible with an holistic program. It's not just a one of going to the school, taking picture, or giving them hand-me-down that they're just going to eat and forget. We immerse them in the training. So our goal is to train them tech skills that they can use and convert. Like when we go to the school, I say to them, if you follow what we are teaching you, your life will be transformed in 6 months. And this is proof, especially Damilare's story, by the time he tells you himself, it's proof that it is possible. And it's an instantaneous result from what I have seen. Immediately we finish, we have gotten them professional mentors to start mentoring them and continuation. So Tech Up Boys is to curb high rate of dropout amongst the boy child, criminality, cultism, cybercrime, all the social vices that is prevalent among boys. And we are focused on indigent boys in public schools, communities that are unserved, that they don't have the resources, because if they have to pay for this training, averagely, my company, Lento, charges 500,000, so but they are paying zero, nothing, and we're doing it from as a God's mission to help the boy child develop skills that can be valuable to them for tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. Damilare Malik, what do you want me to call you?
Shumade.
Pardon?
Shumade.
Shumade. That's your surname? Yeah. Okay, what do you want me to call you? What do your friends? Damilare. Okay. Now tell me about yourself. Who is Damilare?
Damilare is just like any other young boy, any other secondary school young boy.
Okay.
So I started learning graphic design when I was in the long period of JS3 between JS3 to SS1.
How old are you now?
I'm 15 years old currently. Okay,
JS3 was how many years ago?
That was 3 years ago.
So you were 12 when you started?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Okay, good.
So I just learned it then. Like I learned printing press. Then I
saw to speak up.
Speak up.
And I saw that those designs that they do where I learned the printing press, I was just like, oh, I see more designs on Pinterest, Freepik, and Google, and I feel like, oh, I can do this too. So I went full time on a graphic design journey to become a better designer myself. So I'm a CorelDRAW based designer with background knowledge on Canva.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to moving to digital illustration.
So how has Tech Up, helped you or enhanced what you had?
Okay, the day Mrs. Mercy came to my school, she told us that crime is not just the only gateway to success, and it's just temporary. Okay. So she taught us that tech has more. That's more doors of opportunities open down for us if we are willing to go into it.
Okay. Yusuf.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me about your background too and how you got yourself into this Tech Up Boys initiative?
About 3 years ago, I really like tech very well. Thanks to my uncle. I've always wondered how the internet works. So thanks to him, I go into web development, coding. So from there, I started practicing myself. So a few months passed when Mrs. George and her team came to my school. So unfortunately, I was not present that time. So I went for a program. So my friend told me about it, and it's really, I was very happy. So it was sparking to my mind that okay, it take opportunity, and I had to join that group, and keeping up with them, it has been amazing. Especially since we are introduced to LinkedIn optimization. So through LinkedIn, I'm able to see other devs, and I'm happy and I'm inspired to also be like them also.
Talking about LinkedIn, I think I have a thing or two to learn from you guys. Yes. Now, Damilare, you were referred to as the star, of the moment and forever, inshallah. Okay. What made you the star?
Okay. I'll see. Thanks to this, my head boy position.
Your what?
My head boy position. I was appointed as the head boy in my school. So the first one in commercial departments. Okay. So I just went. X has actually been where I see a lot of designers, bigger designers. That it has a space called the design Twitter, as they refer to it. So I see a lot of better designers like the Expect and more of them. So I really feel like, oh, I can do this type of designs. I look at the designs and I go and practice it. Okay. So the day I was officially banned as my head boy at school, I decided to post it on my X account just to celebrate. Not knowing that people do not know someone like me that's doing designs that are out there. Okay. So it's part of the controversy. Am I supposed to be here, and am I using this for the right purpose?
Yes, you are.
So I got a lot of traction. Right now the post is about 6.9 million impression.
Oh, 6.9 million.
Actually, 7 million. So wow, he was supposed to get on LinkedIn.
Okay.
That's the background. Because when we taught them LinkedIn optimization, and he tried to get on LinkedIn, but he couldn't. I even spent over an hour trying to sort it out. If you see what these boys are posting on LinkedIn, SS2 boys between ages 15 and 19, it will blow your mind. Even me, I feel they have dusted me behind and they've overtaken. So if you see their engagement online, it really sparked. He was frustrated because how many times did you try?
Like 6.
6 times. He was unlucky. So he now decided to focus on X with the mentorship of one of my coach, Omotayo Olokede, and that one now stayed with him to help him to revamp his LinkedIn bio so that he can make sure he posts. He was guiding him on what to do, and he now finally posted just a casual post. I was like, you didn't mention length yourself. I was like, why did you mention? But God said, don't worry, they are going to grow and be better than you, because that's our prayers, you know. And he now posted, is the head boy appointed. It sparked controversy, but they were positive. But one thing that gave me joy was the message he sent to me. He said, "Ma, you have changed our lives." And I told them, opportunity is waiting. There's one thing to know, and there's one thing to now apply what you know. Right now, it's very optimized on X as Creative Damilare, and his post has reached 7 million as of today. And not just that, because I don't want to stop there. He has created a challenge of 7 days challenge of design by himself and posted. And one of the things he told me was, "Ma, I want to get in traction." Oh, he's been getting a lot of traction. Okay. He said he's going to pay it forward to other fellow students and raise other young designers from the cohorts on the platform, because they are all on the Telegram community, and paying it forward to raise other young graphics designers so that they can learn from him. So he's already thinking beyond himself and now about to replicate himself in other young boys. So that really gives me a lot of joy.
Okay, Take Up Initiative. Now that you have, graduates, how do you continue to support them so they remain, how they are, or just support, like a guidance, because once they've graduated, do you just leave them and they go? So have you been assigned a mentor yet?
No.
No. So you are not active in the group. What has happened is we have recruited mentors. We've onboarded. So our goal, what I told them, Larry, I said, you have not arrived. You still need guidance, so that your journey is not stunted and you can continue to grow. Even me, don't I come to you and say, "Please, ma, what do you want to do exactly?" So everybody, you continue learning. I said, Larry, you need to make sure you have a mentor. I spoke with the mom. Me, I'm very passionate about what we are doing in Take Up Boys. I have their parental consent, so I have to speak with the mom. I say, please guide him. As much as it's visible online, it can go the wrong way and it can boomerang on his head. Because so he's 2 years, he's 15 years old. A lot of people are going to exploit, leverage on his fame just to grow themselves, or even his talent. Exactly. So make sure. I said, if you allow mentorship and follow through, I now saw that he now applied in the group that, please, I need a mentor. We have already onboarded mentors to start mentoring them, because this is important. The holistic approach of Take Up Boys is, we go to their school, we train them all of this skill set. Once we train them all of this skill set, then we make sure we assign them mentors. Then they must go and intern with an organization. We said, look for any business, whether it's a Yalata, whether it's a mechanic, because a lot of people are doing businesses, but they are not documenting. They don't have their inflow, their outflow to be able. That's why we taught them book balancing, so that they can be able to help Yalata. Today I bought at 500 naira and I sold 300 naira. So how much was my transport? Because a lot of people are doing business, they don't know whether they are making profits or not making profits. So our ultimate goal is for them to go and intern with organization. But a lot of them that have graduated, because another thing that I need to give and consider for them is they are doing WAEC. I mean, you are preparing for WAEC. So they are under a lot of pressure now in SS3. So the current SS2 that is in Alimosho zone, they are going to have a bit of timeline to be able to execute some of these things so that we are mindful of their SS3 WAEC. Okay, Yusuf, Idris, which one is Idris? Is there any project you also created that you're proud of? Can you tell us about it?
So I created an e-commerce UI. So
what did you call it?
An e-commerce store UI. So it doesn't have a back-end logic though.
No, you,
okay, you're speaking digital terms now.
Okay. Like a user interface. So how an e-commerce store actually look like. So it doesn't. It's not like functional. Like a payment process can work and a login process can work. So actually just creates the user interface, and I've actually put it on internet. So I haven't posted it in deaf community on Facebook, even on my LinkedIn
deaf
account.
Community on Facebook.
Yes, I follow their community on LinkedIn and both on Facebook.
Is there any reason why you focused on them? The deaf community?
No, development community, developers.
Okay, developers. I thought you said deaf community.
So I even put the project online, and I've also worked on my portfolio. So just a showcase. I've also put it online. So just a showcase of what I can do. So basically I'm still on practicing HTML and CSS, but I'm able to build a simple web page with it.
Okay, what has this experience, done for you? Done to your mindset?
It's very just very. Whenever I'm working with it, I'm very very happy, regardless of how complicated it might be.
Okay.
So I just feel have a kind of big tech career, just likes of Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want to be I want to rival in the nearest future. So it's an happy thing to me.
Okay. Then some question goes to you. How do you feel? Because some people might be watching and say, oh, maybe they are even forcing them to do these things. What does it mean for you? How do you feel? What's your mindset like when you're working?
Okay, whenever I'm designing, my inspiration comes from music. Whenever I'm designing.
Music?
Yeah, I like to listen to music.
Okay.
Whenever I'm designing.
Okay.
So currently I'm using CorelDRAW and I'm learning Canva. But I've had a lot that,
you're learning Canva.
Yeah,
you see, all these tools, you see them, but you don't even know that you need to learn to use them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
So CorelDRAW is not the industry standard for graphic design, like Photoshop. So I'm currently starting to learn Photoshop, and then I want to learn digital illustration. I just want to have the comprehensive knowledge of everything graphic design.
Okay.
So I'm not left out with any.
Okay, Mercy. How do you identify these boys? I know you said you go to schools, is it all the boys in the school, or you just select, a few of them that you see that's shown interest?
So the concept, I'd like you to speak. What do I say about Ishowo when I come to your school? I'd like you to speak on it, because when I go to the school, the reason for this approach, our NGO, is to make sure that we give everybody a chance. The first cohort that we did, we only wrote a letter and said, give us 555.
Okay.
And that 555 will be best of the 555. Yeah. But when we go there, we'll talk to them, train them, immerse them in the experience. Once we have done that, we now ask them to do a group exercise. Interestingly, Damilare presented. Do you remember the 4 questions?
Yes,
I'd like you to speak on it. Do you remember the 4 questions?
I was absent.
Yeah?
I was absent then.
Okay, you were not. And you see, because he wasn't even around in school, his mates told him, and he emerged top 3. Wow. Why did they emerge top 3? It's based on the work in the class.
Okay.
Those that attended class, we were grading them. We had a grading system.
Okay.
So all of you have opportunity.
Okay.
But what you do with the opportunity is now your choice.
Okay.
So once we leave the school, we expect that they all join Telegram. Unfortunately, from their school, both Ijaya and Fakojaya and Agege, there were 5,600 boys.
Well, joining Telegram means you should have a smartphone. How do they?
What did I say about the smart? Can you remember what I tell you?
So you can borrow from your neighbor.
Oh, you say it again. I want them to say it.
You can borrow from your neighbor, or from anybody around your brother.
How did you get on Telegram? Did you use your mom's phone? Your mom's phone?
He has a smartphone.
You have a smartphone?
Yes.
Okay.
So what I told them when I go to their school, don't tell me I don't have a phone. That is an excuse. So I say, borrow from your landlord's family, your brother.
It's a personal thing. I gave them because
I gave them a form, and I gave them a consent to their parents. Let them learn. Because if they learn and apply what we are teaching them, it will transform their lives. So Damilare is focused on design.
Okay.
But what he has learned is going to equally, because we taught you leadership, right?
Yes.
It's going to help him, because it's not just the design. You need to understand leadership. When you start making money, are you not going to use the Excel skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. So we teach them Excel. All of this, the reason is have an holistic. Even this particular cohort, we had him public speaking. Because now you're asking them Laureate project. He's a good graphics designer, but he's still learning to be confident in asserting himself, and he needs to learn now. So we're giving them an holistic. How are you applying? As much as we went to their school, 5,600, it's only 560 that came online. So what happened to the rest? And out of the 560, Ian Edafe, the other two boys, they are doing GCE right now, further maths.
Okay.
That's why they are not here. Daniel was one of them. And the interesting thing about the other two boys, they are already currently volunteering with Lento. So we are going to be giving them stipend.
Have you started paying them?
Yes, stipend for them to do social media, because I'm teaching them.
Okay.
I learned my digital marketing skill with Digital Marketing Institute. I paid $3,000. So I have to like coach them how they are doing, and we have the team that is supporting what they are doing.
Okay.
So like he's saying, he's learning Canva. He's struggling with the Canva. I had to give him. I said, listen, you have to be very fluid, because a lot of business owners, they think on their feet. They don't want to go back and forth, because initially when I started, I struggled with a lot of graphic designers where they were stuck in the bubble of just using Corel Draw, because
I use Canva.
Yes,
but
because
I don't use the
Corel Draw.
Corel Draw. Yeah.
I had to say to him, learn Canva so that it's easy for you to churn out. When it comes to serious work, you can now sit on Corel Draw, because I know that is where the real work happens.
Okay. These boys are quite young and very, very inquisitive. They want to explore. So one thing is to teach them digital skills. Another thing is for them to understand or also teach them digital ethics. So how do you balance both?
Okay, so back to the same question. Can you answer the 4 questions that I asked you in your school, because it still focuses on this? What do you want to be as a tech person? How can AI help you? And what are some of the challenges, and how can Lento help you? Yes. Can you speak to that? You gave the response in class. Yes.
Who do you want to be as a tech person? All me and my group concluded that we want to be tech persons, because we can help others. We can show them the way tech can commemorate the thing we do in our everyday life. The demo which caused by cyber crime, fraudulent activities in Nigeria today has closed the door to some opportunities that are supposed to open to some other people. Also, the integration of AI in our daily life. AI is not here to replace anybody's job. It's just here to assist.
To make our jobs easier.
Yes, ma'am. Just here to assist. That's a common word between graphic designers. AI taking our job. We usually say AI is just here to make our jobs easier, just to assist us. So by integrating AI into our daily lives, we can make our going back and going forward more easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also answered those questions, or you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Well, can you answer the question now?
Can you answer them now?
Okay. Tech. The impact of tech is good. Like, for example, in the aspect of web development now, the way people make use of Google search, like it's also good. Also, like people just go to the internet and search. Thanks to tech now, it's very easier to get information easily. And in the aspect of AI, like you said, AI is not here to replace everyone. Just to assist everyone and to make everyone jobs easier.
So some of the challenges.
You have to talk about some of the challenges you face.
What are some of the challenges you highlighted?
Some of the challenges I highlighted that there was our parents did not think tech as something. Some people, they have this mindset, once they see with a laptop, you're a fraudster, because that's the commonly brought up them. Everyone with a laptop is a fraudster. Also finance, to purchase a laptop, not everyone has the capability to purchase a laptop.
Even a smartphone. So that was why I came up with that question. Where do you expect these boys to get a smartphone from? I said, they can get from the parents, they can get from the neighbor. It's for those who are willing to, because I don't drop my phone for anybody. I don't. And Messi, talking about fraud now, before today, you have talked about exploring a future and, of course, partnership with the EFCC.
Yes.
You know, focused on rehabilitation and education. Why is this important at this time? And again, I've also heard the EFCC chairman talk about, you know, rehabilitating all these Yahoo boys, instead of just condemning them. You know, they can channel their energy into positivity. I
think in Denmark or Poland, one of those countries, the Scandinavian countries, their prison yard is a rehabilitation center. But our EFCC, Nigeria has active youth population of 60%.
Over 60. Over
66%. 66%.
Yes.
And most of those active youth population are between the ages of 13 to like 30 something.
Okay.
And by the time you keep brandishing, I have serious issues with EFCC always using placard on young boys. Because what you don't know is you are putting their image, and in the future, I was teaching them about meta tag, right? I taught them about something. If you take a picture today, with just your picture, somebody can track you to your house. If that's where you took the picture, because of meta tagging, it will show your geolocation unknown to you. That's why they tell you some security measures, put off your location. Now, EFCC brandishing our boys, young boys that have brilliant future. Brilliant mind, but they are used in the wrong and negative way.
Okay.
This is what we have done. They have the asset, they have the talent. We have just shown them by enabling. Were you on LinkedIn before you started Lento?
Yes, ma'am.
You were on LinkedIn?
Yeah,
okay, fantastic. I didn't know. Well, you tried to get on LinkedIn when you started, but you were not
on LinkedIn. I don't even know what I'm doing there.
Okay, so, but we need to see what this boy, if you check on Chesson Israel on LinkedIn, it will blow your mind. SS2 boys. So now, we brandish all our young boys that are the potential husband, potential fathers, potential leaders. I ask, in the next 15 years, who are going to lead us? You're going to have a bunch of women in position of authority. I mean, feminists, please don't come for me. In position of authority, and you're begging men that are going to marry you. These men has already been damaged. They are not going to get opportunities, because if you want to search for someone to get a job, you pick their name, you see them EFCC, automatically no organization wants to associate with you. So for me, I think it will be a fantastic collaboration with EFCC, especially with the fact that we have track record of what we have done with these boys. Allow us orientate them. Show them that the skill you have as a fraudulent person can be converted. I told them an average salary of a data analyst is 250,000 here in Nigeria. Abroad, an average salary of a data analyst as an entry level is $250,000 to $300,000 per annum. If you're earning that, you don't need to do Yahoo. You don't. Just do the calculation. So that is why we're focused on training them data. Because even as graphic designer, as great as you are, most of my design, didn't I design them myself? I didn't have to wait, because when I waited for, they would take it forever. I had to push out my design myself. So even as an entrepreneur, I've had to learn. So a lot of entrepreneurs are adapting. So the job of don't box yourself to any tech area. You have to be fluid so that you move around. And that's why we didn't just come and train you data. We made sure it was broad. You had LinkedIn optimization. We didn't have to train you. You had social media. We didn't have to focus on that. You had leadership. Yeah. So as much as you're a coder, as much as you are a web developer, you need other skills. As a leader, how do I interact? How do I lead? How do I communicate? How do I document? And that's why we take through that process of taking you through the entire holistic approach. And it is now your choice. You must apply yourself to mentorship.
Okay, talking about the application now, Damilare, if you could build a tech solution to solve a problem in your community right now, what would it be? I'm coming to you, Idris.
Okay, so if I could build a tech solution in my community to a problem, what would that be? I'll say the fact that people don't use social media for the right purpose.
Okay.
In my school this morning, I talked to my fellow students about social media optimization.
Okay.
I made them know that social media is not just anywhere, just go with another person's picture, another person's name, defrauding people. So if I could create a tech solution, I'll create a tech community. A community where you can, you know, when you know how sweet it is to be in tech, when you know the benefit attached to tech, you will not want to go back to crime, knowing fully well the type of problems are associated with it. There was one time a young boy contacted me. I was like, oh, can you help me edit this? Can you help me edit this?
Really?
I had to go online and search online. I was like, oh, in the law online, it says if they catch them and they ask who is their accomplice and stuff like that, I'll be associated with them.
Thank God you know.
As the designer. So
okay.
I'll create a tech community where boys that have been, going deep into crime, that have gone deep into crime, that have, there are some boys now, their mindset is all about, oh, give me these clients, give me this, stuff like that. So they don't really know much about tech again. What they want to do is scam people.
Okay.
So I can create a tech community where fellow boys like me who are interested in tech, or fellow boys like me who have gone into crime can come back to their senses and realize that there's more to tech than crime. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I also have the same idea.
Okay.
But mine will be like, rather than creating, like I would just like build an app, like close to that of Facebook, but like African boys driven. Like yes, like for people to learn other tech skill, like so it's like same idea also, a community where others will learn this tech skill and leave this cyber crime tuition their brain.
Okay. You've done a good job, Mercy. Well done. So, after this, what next?
We have started the next cohort.
Okay.
We just visited 25 schools in Alimosho, 8,000 boys.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we only had 500 and something that converted online. And they've been, actually, this particular cohort is more active than their cohort. They are more hungry. Maybe the inspiration from their stories, and it will continue to get better. There's room for improvement, and the truth of the matter is, even last cohort, I had to sell my personal effect to be able to make sure, didn't I tell you guys?
Yes,
to make sure that the cohort held. We have not gotten funding from anywhere, no government, nobody, except for individuals that believe in the idea and supported us. And this cohort, we are promising, I'm hoping that the overall best boy will get a system, and the second and the third will get and what I didn't add, their cohorts we're paying for their JAMB and NECO once it's out for the overall first, and the second we're paying for their NECO exam. And like the TBGS said yesterday, that our desire is to see them ace all their WAEC results, and I'm really encouraging them. This is just the beginning. The ultimate, like I told Damilari, education is key. I told them about the fact that there's a glass ceiling with learning a craft, because as much as you're a designer, when you go abroad, you will see the opportunity in cybersecurity, which a lot of them spoke to, right? When we came to your school, they want to become cybersecurity. The issue of crime, and the interesting thing is the data that we gathered from them. How many of you like Yahoo? 96% of them said no. And how many of you feel that that's the only way to make money? 96% of them said no, that is not the only way. And so I even asked them, how many of you think that education is a scam? Like 100% of them said no. So the thread that went online that education is a scam is false. It's just to sway them out of school, and that's why we have high rates of dropout in school. And I would like to use this medium to say, please partner with us. I'm just an individual, and we're bootstrapping to make sure this is a success. We can't do it alone. I'm calling on government agencies, people to support us so that we can help more boys to learn.
Thank you very much, Mercy. George Igbafe, we need to go Executive Director, Lenter Foundation for Tech Up Boys. Thank you very much, Malik Damilari, Shumade, and Yusuf Idris. Thank you for joining us on the show. We'll go on a short break now. When we come back, the conversation continues.